Hello, I am Corey Russell, and the following game is an interesting game where black sacks a pawn for squares, basically, and then near the end, white under time pressure, white makes a mistake and allows a six-move combination to finish him off. So let's see how the game went. I was black, d4, d6. So this is a perk. I'm doing a little unusual variation of the perk, though. Normally you do g6 in perk, but in this particular perk, I'm not doing g6. Orlov, I am Georgi Orlov used this against me and he had a good game. So I said, well, work for him. Let me try it. And the book line to get advantage is f4. It plays conservatively, but this kind of backfires in the end, though. So the main point of queen a5 is now e5 can be done on one get-go. For example, if I don't do this, let's say I do this right away, then white can trade queens. See, I don't want to trade queens, but I do want to do e5. So if I go queen a5 first, now e5 is possible. Also, now you can't play f4 either because then the e pawn would hang. So that's the purpose of all this. And e5. So and now I put a staked a pawn in the center. So you may wonder, why am I doing this? This is to displace white's pieces mostly, because his knight won't have anywhere good to go, and it's also stops castling because, for example, if he castles, and then I can take here, and that this of course would not be good for him. So. In any case, so he does not do that, of course. Instead, he just develops. I kick him around. He goes here, which is the best square because he can rear out to f2, d3. So that is a right square. Fritz's white is slightly better. I continue my development. I take a pawn because I want to prevent his knight going to f4 and e5. Plus, it opens up, d4 and f4, and I want to open up my bishop too. So that's the other reason. Plus, I don't want to be kicked around at f4 either. Okay, he's running knight f5 maybe, which would be kind of annoying. So I go b6, mainly to stop bishop c4. So, because he wants to put bishop to c4, but now he can't. And then if he goes knight f5, I can just snap at my bishop on c8. So I kind of responded to his threat, so to speak. This is a little unusual, but again, I'm using my pawns to kick him around. And now c4 is threatened. By the way, it should be noted, let's say white ignores me. Let's say he does like this or something. The idea of taking the c pawn afterwards doesn't work because queen take is checked. So that doesn't work. So this does threaten his piece. And so he stops it with b3. Keep developing. This is a pretty good square for it. So here, knight b2 and he's equal. a4 is not the right move because it makes him too rigid. And not only that, it takes away squares for his pieces too. So this is to threaten c4 because now his bishop being a pin. And this is only half. This is the other half open file anyway, so that's where it belongs. So as you can see, black's probably not going to be castling here, which is fine. That's okay. Probably, in fact, if anything, if he might go king f8 or something. But it depends what happens later. So I could take my pawn. I could do that. And he backs off. The reason, okay, but the reason I don't is because, like, let him keep the pawn. His bishop and knight have no scope. Look at his knight. Only has one square he can go to. The bishop has literally 0 squares. Even this knight, because of my pawns, he only has 1 square he can move to. And even the queen has very few moves. So basically, letting him keep the pawn, he's all tied up, basically, essentially. So I want to stop. His only active plan is queen g5, which is g7, e5. So I was like, nope, you don't get that. Well, Fritz thinks h3 is better, but to me this seems fine. Fritz does say h3 leaves a slight plus for black if I were to play it. Fritz now thinks white has a slight advantage. So here, white's threatening snapping my bishop and queen f2. And then I don't want to trade queens. So instead, I play knight d7 with the idea being snap from c5. I'll take it with knight. It's a very strong square, and I don't have to trade queens. So that's the reason. He still should play knight b3, but if Fritz even thinks he has a clear advantage. So now he's threatening my pawn, right? Because you break his out of the pin. I pin him a pawn. Fritz still thinks like to h3, but I wanted to totally stop any active play by white. So this totally puts kibosh in f4. So that's why I did that. So he did this. He should do knight c1, but Fritz says after taking it, I'm now equal. It's gonna make sense because I got nice pressure on the h file. So I said, okay, where to put my rook? Go here, possible discover attack the bishop. If we go here, possible attack for the knight. If we go here, if there's ever a pawn, if the pawn on e4 ever like takes d5 or something, if there's a rook, I said, well, okay, all the way back, so only really a safe square. So here he's possibly threatening take and then knight d6 or something. So I said, well, I'm going to stop that. Besides, I need to move my knight anyway, so my queen can go somewhere. So she can have some moves, because she didn't have any moves for a while. So I want to do it anyways. And so I'll reroute to like e7, and depending on what he does, I might go to like g6, f4, or c6, d4. So Fritz doesn't like it, but it worked out pretty good for me. But he finally takes my bishop. I take a knight with a powerful knight. So it's threatening my 2 pawns. And so, as I say, I'm intending to not castle. So I'm intending that all along. So here, Fritz actually says black has a slight advantage, despite being pawned down. It says black has compensation. So Fritz says I should take the knight, but I like my knight the way it is. And I don't want to give the bishop any squares either. So, although I probably would be better if I did it. I was happy to keep the knight for now. I'll work her, and sometimes you can work around the enemy central knights, and that's what I'm basically doing here. So I was really happy to see this move, because now I get a double with tempo. Now I'm threatening h2. Now this is just a trade, right? Queen and pawn for 2 rooks, but because his pieces are so terrible, and not to mention his open king, this for sure the queen trade would favor. This trade would favor me, so of course he stops it with rook f2. So now it's okay. Bishop's good, knight's good, rooks are good. Queen isn't really great, but has nowhere to go at the moment. So okay, let's just fix my worst piece, which is my knight. And by the way, that's a pretty good strategy. If you're not sure what to do, fix your worst piece. Make your worst piece better. And this a pawn is poison. I can't touch it, and that's fine. I don't need to touch it. So I'll just do other things. Okay, so we're on a7. So he attacks on a rook, and of course, okay, where am I going to go? Here, or h6 or h4, I can get tempoed by the knight. H5 may be tempoed by the bishop, but bishop b2. Well, let's just go h7. Actually, h7 turned out to be very important, because this has really helped down the road. So that was a very good square. So he wants to trade. I do not want to trade because that fixes his pawns for one thing, and that makes his bishop come alive and get him past d pawn. So better in this case, give him that knight, and then I'll take the central square in d4. And so basically, he'll have one powerful knight central piece, central knight. I'll have two. Um, so, and his my pieces have threats, and his has nothing. His knight doesn't actually threaten anything. So so in this case, I can work around it. So it's kind of low time here, so he's just gonna reinforce the square. So here, White's about 2 minutes on his clock, and he realizes he's just being squeezed to death. He can't. He almost has no move. He's almost in a almost in a zigzag. So, at desperation, he decided to be tricky. He sacked his permanent pawn. So he has a threat here. His threat is queen d4, and then queen to f6 check, and then try to put him under pressure. However, this is actually a mistake because I have a winning move. I have a 6-move combination to finish him off. b3. You can't. This threatens queen take rook on d2. So he goes, okay, well, I'll just take the pawn, threatening queen to f6. Well, there's a problem with that. The problem is I have a 6-move combination to finish him off. Queen take a rook. And if he takes queen, which he didn't, but if he did, check, take, check, take, pawn take pawn. And then the crazy thing is, the only piece that can stop c1 queen is knight d3. That doesn't work because knight take knight, and then a queen. Basically, it means I stopped a queen, but now I'm going to get my queen back with a massive, it'll be like a queen for what, knight. And queen for knight, an open king, that's, in plus the pawns, that's certain defeat. So that was the point of that combination. So, since White saw that just taking the queen is just easily over, he decided to give me a chance to go wrong. And this actually is much more dangerous you might think. Watch this, for example. So let's say I go here. Let's say he goes check. Let's say I go here. He then has the nice move, check, only move, mate. So I have ways I can go wrong here. I have to be very careful. Fortunately, my knight in c5 rejects my bishop. So the right square is e8. Fortunately, knight c7 check is not a threat because the rook. Well, actually, it is a threat because but it's not really a threat. I'll just move a king up, king d7. But it's not really But the main thing is you can't go queen e7 check because I got the rook take queen. So that rook on h7 turned out to be very important in this position. I wouldn't be winning if that rook wasn't there. In fact, notice too that the queen in d2 covers g5, so you can't take that either. So he tries to perpetual check me, and I just keep running. So I want to stay away from his knight squares if possible. It might not be possible, but I'm trying to stay away if I can. So he checks me again. He checks me one more time. And then let's see, what does he do here? Oh, sorry, I tried this crazy move, which is 3. So here, I took the pawn just because I knew that I'd win. But actually, the quickest win is this. Check, here, mate. That would be the quickest win. And I had this idea for several moves, but I said, well, this should win. So then he tries to get crazy and sack his knight. Well, otherwise I had queen, right? So I said, well, fine, I'll take it with my queen. Bishop, nice protection of bishop, right? So I want it. And my king, so I want to keep him where he is. He says, one more check, no problem. I'll go in the corner because there's no follow-up when I'm in the corner. I'm still threatening queen d1 check and c1 queen. He goes here. He's hoping I'll make this serious blunder, rotate bishop, and he'll do mate himself. However, I don't even care about the bishop. In fact, I did queen to d1 check, and here he resigned because up, queen, 2 queens up. I'm about to mate him. And so it's just it's just game over. There's all she wrote, as they say. So, yeah, mate. I hope you all just enjoyed this game. I'll see you guys next time.